as Veigar. So I told you, you can't ban it because you don't know what it's going to be, and BDD had something special prepared. He thought he was going to have the answer to this. Very strong in Divide, as we've seen in the past. Also, Skarner pretty good in Divide as well. So could have been a Lulu and just opt in for survivability, and Enchanter support is going to have a better time into Veigar cages than the Rakan will, but if you can manage that cooldown, you see it drop, you go in. Oh boy. World's MVP. I said it earlier, I was like, he likes to play the champ, but does the lane really well and does the flanking.
Kindred!
Okay.
Alrighty.
Well, that's a Pyosik special. We got the Kingen special here. It feels like an exhibition match. Lucid has his best champ, BDD, playing the Veigar he's famed for. Oh, this has just been super entertaining as Kellen's going to get hooked, but should be okay here. Nice trade, obviously, out of this.
Showmaker is getting in there as they do want to take the scuttle. As now trying to get on top of Death, but that knockup's not going to come through as Beryl just flashed away. Meanwhile, BDD and Pyosik, they want to fight this one. But at the end of the day, it's essentially just a 4v4. The Event Horizon comes down. Might come down to a smite, though, as it will go the way of Pyosik. He does pick up the first mark very early on. As Deb's going to have to flash here. Kind of an awkward spot for him as he is burning down 4 members on the Drake, but 4 members of DK also trying to get in here, but they want to turn onto Kellen. And where are you going to go? You're trapped in the cage, and immediately he goes down, just executed, like you said. Nice foreshadowing there from Wolf, as immediately Kellen just doesn't exist anymore.
They weren't able to turn it into the dragon. That is perfect.
Well, he's going to bring him back. I mean, is he going to commit to a play here? Yep, going to get the impale.
Even though they did get the flash.
See Deft and Beryl, they're trying to clear this wave, but they're not quite able to. The damage is a bit delayed on Adeptus. They will get this kill, though, and the dive is going horribly wrong. Extra wave, he's going to get 1 extra plate. It is Zeri. I mean, it's not that bad.
So he's hooked kind of into the center here and tries to actually look for the knockup. So he actually could have tried to flash out there and survive, but wanted to actually re-engage. Looks like if Showmaker hits a nice shove after that, I guess maybe you could have turned that fight around, but he's just burst too quickly. And it's a judgment you have to make instantly, right? Now, watching this again, Dep gets knocked up here and then shoved, but Beryl is still pretty healthy, and look at the root, the hook. Not really going to be what you want here.
Whoa! Wow!
Okay. BDD definitely feeling a lot better than he did.
KT are going to get started as Event Horizon will miss, and Perfect also has to.
And Perfect says, like, I mean, my Veigar's got TP. You could try it if you want.
We'll see how it goes. 3 people coming on in, no teleport, and Perfect is just left out to dry as they're using quite a lot. Oh, the flash on in, and Perfect is going to turn it around. Your time to go in is when Event Horizon is down, and I think DK, they have identified this, but really nice Chain of Corruption does come down. Beryl also going to maintain that front line here, and now trying to go for the follow-up engage, and Kellen is just so dead, but now Beryl taking a ton of damage, and DK, look at turn this around, but again, the Lancers fight pretty good, but Pyosik left out to dry, and BDD and Def not quite able to step up to them as Aiming and Kingen so good, getting a bunch of resets. Started up here, but the damage you mentioned is huge, and Beryl just walking up the Event Horizon. There's no way for the fight to get in. You just cannot access the pit. And so the first Drake goes the way of KT with, you can see they don't really have the vision. Oh, the hook around the corner, and the Chain of Corruption will come down, as well as the R from the Nautilus, and Showmaker in so much trouble, but the counter engage comes in. The Lancers fight is massive to keep them all alive, but Kingen is running at them. He is alone, but here comes Lucid now into that backline, takes down Deft, and you see it's Kingen against the world, whereas Perfect is going against the world as well. Kingen and Lucid still on the chase here. So many low health bars. BDD still alive. Perfect still in the 1v2. Lucid gonna pick up the double. BDD still alive.
The flash missed Q though, and Kingen's gonna get out here, and Perfect, I don't know if he's on for this world. Oh!
Nice try, but yeah. Oh, the damage on a Kellen. He is just so incredibly tanky. Can they actually kill him is the question. Need the Vi Q to come back up, and there it is. They should have enough from here, and that is the one from Aiming. So now Pyosik just going to start this one up alone, and they're missing 2 players at this point in time. The wall will come down, and it will actually push KT off of this objective.
Yeah, it's going to reset, as BDD does not have flash, wants an Event Horizon onto Aiming so badly.
Oh yeah, he would love to. But he is going to play that front line and skip vision. Do they know about This guy on the left side, the Vi, they get onto the back line, and now the ult comes in. Kellen does go down, but Lucid's in that back line. The Lamps of Spite is going to keep them all alive, but the health bars are so low, and Showmaker is just running them down alongside of Aiming, who on the Zeri, alongside of this Aatrox, will eventually nearly totally wipe them. The triple kill comes through, 5,000 damage for Aiming. Yeah, it's just not quite enough. The delay is not enough for KT. I mean, Veigar is not strong enough.
No, really not. I mean, he's sitting at 30 minutes in nearly, and he doesn't have his death cap. He's very far from it.
Oh, there's a little bit of an engage here as they're trying to get on up. Pyosik and BDD is in a really rough spot, knocked up forever. The Lazarus fight and triple impale. Will it matter though? I think the answer is no. Pyosik though with a couple of kills though, making it interesting. BDD also picks up one, but at the end of the day, Kingen and Aiming are still alive, and they're still fighting here with pretty healthy health bars. Perfect is so incredibly tanky. Can they take him out is the question. He's flashing onto Aiming and he takes him down! Perfect with a huge kill! Gets the shutdown of 1,000 gold, but eventually does go down himself.
But he knows he's low enough, he can actually flash stun him into the wall and look for the kill there. He picks up the shutdown, which is massive for him. As this fight starts off with Beryl said, I've had enough! I'm going on this Zeri, but no one else can get anywhere close to the zoning from Showmaker, and the Lamstress fight here is fantastic with Perfect getting a massive impale, but ultimately it is the fight win for D+ until Perfect snap flashes onto Aiming here. Aiming not gonna respect the range here. Wait for it. Wait for it. Bam! And that was super clean for Perfect. It will cost him his flash, but on the Skarner, you feel pretty good with that. Picking up the money is massive, and they might have been able to even start that Baron up.
Aiming is at right now. Def down towards the bottom, actually, as Kingen is alone, but so is Beryl, and that hook is not going to hit the wall. Beryl just dead, not going to be saved.
I don't think he should be there right now. It's game 3. It's the series decider, and another intense.
Oh, here we go. Lamps of Spite is going to be cast, but he's alone, and everybody else is running away. So Pyosik will be taken out. Lots of damage coming in now. They want to end this right here, right now. BDD is in the Zhonya's against so many people, and he will eventually be taken out by Aiming.
Plus, we'll get the Baron, and you know, it's one of those moments where you look at the scenario and you're like, well, D+, super happy with it as we go back to this moment here where Pyosik again buys time. A ton of poke coming through from Deft and BDD, but look at Kingen flashing in on the play, knowing he can make this call because he has GA, there's no threat, and also the ult from BDD is down anyway, so it wouldn't even been forced to.
As maybe they're just gonna dive instead. I mean, they are looking for BDD, and that is the ult to come in, but no follow-up as finally the recon goes in, and down will go BDD. Beryl as well, underneath the turrets, and that's a couple of more kills for the Zeri. Is this just gonna be another penta? That's a triple already. Might finally end the chaos that is DK versus KT every single time. That's Perfect now. There's only so much tanking that Scorpion can do. And down he will go. Down will go the Nexus turrets, and D+ Kia will be your winners tonight in the 2-1 victory over KT.
On the other side.
Yeah. Eventually, you know, if BDD gets caught one time, the fight's over. It just doesn't matter what the comp is. And DK, this is the winning fight for them.
A lot of mixed comms here, but you could feel the tension is definitely, it's there, but it's also kind of a hype moment.
Showmaker's joking around.
I know the game's done.
Asking if Varus has ults, they want to go for Varus. Down for Skarner, flash Q. Jeff, get over here. Showmaker wants.